Halloween is here. Turn off the lights. These 10 horror films you haven't seen will find you before the night ends. Number 10. Clown in a Cornfield, 2025. Corn hides more than crops. It hides something waiting. In the small town of Kettle Springs, Quinn Maybrook just wanted a quiet life. But peace is the first thing to die when a masked figure named Friendo begins his bloody harvest. The smiling mascot of the town turns into its executioner. Every corn row whispers her name. Every rustle sounds like laughter. As bodies pile beneath the golden stalks, Quinn uncovers a secret buried deep in tradition. A town willing to sacrifice its youth to preserve its soul. Clown in a Cornfield is a savage slasher soaked in Americana. Every stalk hides a scream. Every harvest feeds the dead. Number 9. Bring Her Back, 2025. Listen. Love does not die quietly. It screams when you try to replace it. From Danny and Michael Filippo, the twisted minds behind Talk to Me, comes a possession story born from grief and guilt. Sally Hawkins plays a mother whose daughter vanished into darkness. But one night, there is a knock on the door. Her daughter stands there, smiling. Perfect, familiar, wrong. The air feels too still. The hugs last too long. And every whisper sounds like someone else's breath. Bring Her Back tears open the wound of loss and fills it with something that looks like love. But love can rot. Number 8. Frankenstein, 2025.
Grace from you. If you are not to award me love.
Guillermo del Toro gives life to death itself. With Oscar Isaac, Mia Goth, Jacob Elordi, and Christoph Waltz. This reimagining breathes tragedy into terror. Victor's creation does not crave vengeance. It craves belonging. And its eyes are too human. Inside the Gothic halls of Del Toro's imagination, light and shadow mourn together. Science becomes faith. And the creator begs forgiveness from his own invention. Frankenstein is a confession, a prayer for monsters, and a warning to gods who still believe they can build perfection. Number 7. VHS Halloween, 2025. A box of cursed tapes appears on Halloween night. Each cassette marked only with a single number. When played, the screen flickers to life, and the world begins to end. Children vanish. Masks move on their own. And the static hums like something alive. Each story bleeds into the next, splicing nightmares through time and flesh. Those who watch cannot stop. And those who stop are already part of the film. VHS Halloween revives the anthology format with haunted precision. Every tape is a doorway. And once opened, it will not close. Number 6. Him, 2025.
I say no. Think of it as a gift from the gods.
He promised to rebuild him. But some idols demand worship. A fallen athlete named Cam finds salvation in Isaiah, a mentor with perfect discipline and a darker purpose. Deep in the desert compound, training becomes ritual. Strength becomes sacrifice. Each drop of sweat is penance. Each command, scripture. And the pain feels holy. But devotion can consume. And when you give yourself fully, you may never get yourself back. Him is a cultic fever dream where ambition becomes religion, and faith bleeds into control. Number 5. Grafted, 2025. Perfection is the most dangerous disease. Wei, a young researcher haunted by her father's death, continues his experiment in skin regeneration. Each test brings her closer to beauty. Each success erases another piece of her. The formula works too well. The skin she grows begins to remember. And her reflection starts to move before she does. Grafted is body horror in its purest form, where identity is stitched together, and the mask becomes the face. Number 4. Night of the Reaper, 2025. Dina thought it was just another babysitting job. A quiet night. A sleeping child. A house on the edge of town. Then came the tapes. Then came the Reaper. Outside, the fields whisper. Inside, the walls breathe. Every mirror shows a face that isn't hers. The Reaper is not here to kill. He's here to remember. And memory can be far crueler than death. Night of the Reaper turns nostalgia into nightmare. A slasher that cuts through time and finds you on the other side. Number 3. Dirty Boy, 2025.
I said struggling? No, I'm really good at it!
In a cult where obedience is survival, innocence is the first sin. Isaac has grown under the watch of zealots. He's been told purity will save him. But purity hides a darker hunger. When a series of murders shakes the compound, the whispers point to him. Every face turns away. Every prayer sounds like accusation. As faith corrodes into fear, Isaac begins to remember things he shouldn't. Visions, blood, his own hands. Dirty Boy is a slow-burning descent into guilt and salvation. A film where holiness bleeds and forgiveness burns. Number 2. Keeper, 2025.
Looking back at
me. Some houses do not want to be empty. A widow inherits an estate at the edge of nowhere. She moves in with her son, hoping for peace. But the house remembers. There are voices in the nursery. Portraits that turn themselves to the wall. And a child's lullaby that ends in a scream. As she digs through the foundation, she finds love letters carved into stone. Each one signed by the same name. Each one written to her. Keeper is gothic horror for the broken-hearted, where memory is a haunting, and devotion never dies quietly. Number 1. Good Boy, 2025. It begins with a rescue. A lonely man finds a wounded dog on the side of the road. They heal together. They trust each other. Until the dog starts watching him sleep. It knows when he lies. It growls when he remembers. And every night, it waits by the door. He thinks it's loyalty, but it's hunger. Good Boy is a story about devotion, instinct, and the thin line between pet and predator. Sometimes the thing you save was never meant to be saved.